Hello students, this is the 27th part of concept of number 3. Today also I am going to explain some problems based on congruencies and Fermat-Little theorem and problems based on Fermat-Little theorem. This is our first problem. Find the remainder when 2 power 5 plus 5 power 2 is divided by 7. Okay, we can solve this problem in several ways. First of all, I want to use simple method. First of all, I will find what is the remainder when this is divided by 7. For example, x is the remainder. I will find what is the remainder when this number divided by 7. That y is the remainder. After that, I will find what is the remainder when x plus y divided by 7. Okay. Yeah. 2 congruent to 2 something modulo 7. I want to find out something. Just we want to divide 2 with 7. 7 3s are 21. 1 remainder. 7s are 7. 3 5. 7s are 49. 3 remain. What I can say, 3 congruent to modulo 7. Okay. 2 power 5 is congruent to 3 power 5 modulo 7. Okay. So what I can't say this is the remainder when this number is divided by 7 because this number is greater than 7. So better to find a x value so that 3 power 5 congruent to x modulo 7. Okay, I can feel this is the equation 1. So now I want to find out a smaller power of 3 which is divided by 7 leaves remainder either 1 or 2. 3 power 1 3 square 9 2 remainder 3 cube 27. So what happened, minus 1 remainder, I can use that. 3 cube congruent to minus 1 modulo 7. Observe Nana, 3 cube is 27. 27 congruent to minus 1 modulo 7 correct only, no? Okay. Yeah, now I want to raise the power up to 5. So 5 divided by 3. 3 1s are 3, 2 remainder. 3 8s are 24, 1 remainder. 3 5s are 15 and something 3 1s are 2 remainder. Okay, means what is 18 51 3s are 3 15 24 25 7s are 5 5 directly. What I can say, 3 cube whole power 1851 congruent to minus 1 power 1851 modulo 7. I will get the next page. So 5 3. So 3 power 5 3 congruent to minus 1 modulo 7. Yeah. Okay. But what I want, 3 square I want. 3 square means 9 congruent to 2 modulo 7 only. Or otherwise I can say that 3 square into 3 power 5 3 congruent to minus 2 modulo 7. So 3 power 5 congruent to minus 2 modulo 7 or 5 modulo 7, both are same. Minus 2 is never remainder. No? If a number divided by 7, if it is minus 2 remainder, actual remainder sum of these two only. That is 5 the actual remainder. Okay. So this is 2 from 1 and 2. 1 and 2. What I can say, 2 power 5 congruent to 5 modulo 7. So I can say this is equation small a. Next, what I want to find the remainder when 5 power 2 divided by 7. Okay, I will write that 5 congruent to something modulo 7. I will find that 5 by 7. 7 7s are 49. 49 means 6. Okay, 65. 9s are 63. 63 means 2. 25s are 25s are means 7 3s are 21. 4 remainder. I can say like that. So 5 power 2 is congruent to 4 power 2 modulo 7. So it is better to find 4 power 2 congruent to some x row modulo 7. Such x I want to find. I can see this equation number 3. Okay. Or another I can say this is 2 power 4 only. Congruent to x modulo 7. Okay, now I want to find a smaller power of 2, so that 2 power something divided by 7 leaves remainder 1 or unnecessary. 2 cube is better one. 8. I know that 2 cube is congruent to 1 modulo 7. So 444 should divided by 3. 3 ones are 3. A remainder 1. 3 fours are 12. Remainder 3 8s are 24. 1 remainder. Okay. 1481. 3s are 3 24. 4 12. 12 plus 2 14. 3 ones are 3 4. What happened? 4 3. So I will raise the power. 2 power 3 power what? 1481 raised the power. So congruent to 1 power 1481 modulo 7. So what I can say now, this is 2 power 4 congruent to 1 modulo 7. Okay, but what do you want? One more 4 you want. That is just multiplying 2 on the other side. 2 power 4 into 2 congruent to 2 modulo 7. Okay, I will write in next page. That is same as 2 power 4 congruent to 2 modulo 7. So yeah, see the equation 3 and this, say this is 4, from 3 and 4, what I can say 5 over 2 congruent to 2 modulo 7. So this is result B now. See result A, what is result A? Here. So add these two. Result A plus result B gives 2 power 5 plus 5 power 2 congruent to 5 plus 2 modulo 7. What law I applied? That is A congruent to B modulo M, C congruent to D modulo M, then A plus C congruent to B plus D modulo M. Now what I can say now here? 2 over 5 plus 5 over 2 is congruent to 0 modulo 7. Because 5 plus 2 is 7 only. What is the meaning of that? What the remainder means? You can say remainder is 0, means given number is exactly divisible by 7. Therefore, the remainder is 0. Okay. So we can use Euler theorem, then you can solve the problem. So you people try na Euler theorem. So 2, 2, 2, 2 or pi of 7 is congruent to 1 modulo 7 only, because 5 and 7 and 4 2s are co-primes. They are co-primes. That's why 2, 2, 2, 2 power 6 congruent to 1 modulo 7, and try to raise the power up to 5, 5, 5, 5, then you get the result. Yeah, next Fermat-Little theorem. Fermat-Little theorem, what it's saying that P is a prime number and N be a prime 2P, then N for P of minus 1 is modulo P, means N for P of minus 1 is congruent to 0 modulo P. Means N for P minus 1 is divisible by P. What condition? P and N are co-primes. This is one of the cases of Euler theorem now. Okay, I will write what given. I will write P is prime, P and N are co-primes. What this theorem saying that N for P minus 1 congruent to 1 modulo P indirectly. So this is nothing but one of the application of Euler theorem. You know, P is a prime number, then pi of P is P minus 1 only. So what I can say from Euler theorem, Euler, P comma N are co-primes, then pi of P, N for pi of P congruent to 1 modulo P only. Okay, if P is a prime number, now what happened to, instead of P, what I can write? N for P minus 1 congruent to 1 modulo P. This one only the Fermat-Little theorem. No? Observe. What the meaning of that? Fermat-Little theorem is one of the particular case of Euler theorem. Okay. What is the particular case? P is a prime number. That's all. In general, Euler theorem, what is P and N are co-prime? That's all. P need not be prime number for to apply the Euler theorem. But if P is particularly a prime number, then instead of pi of P, directly you can write P minus. No need to write pi of P. P minus you can write. Now this theorem becomes Fermat-Little theorem. Okay. So here given N is a prime number, then pi of N minus 1, then Euler theorem becomes Euler theorem. Fermat theorem, the Fermat theorem is a particular case of Euler theorem. Okay. Yeah, one of the important application of Fermat-Little theorem. Show that 8th power of any natural number is of the form 17m or 17m plus or minus 1. Very, very important model for Olympiad point of view. 8th power of any natural number. Take 2 power 8. What is the value of 2 power 8? 2 power 5 means 32. 6 means 64. 7 means 256. So 250 is either 17m form or 17m plus or minus 1. What is the meaning of that? Divided by 17, leave the remainder 0 or leave the remainder 1 or minus 1. Divide. 17 1 are 17. 3 plus 86. 17, 86, no, 17 6 are 7 6 are 42. 6 1 are 102. We'll cross it. 17 5 are 35. 5 are 85. Okay, what is the meaning of that? It leaves remainder 1 when divided by 17. What I can say? 2 per 80 is in the form of 17m plus 1. What this theorem saying that? Take any number, your wish, any natural number. You want to take some 10 raised to the power 8. Your result is either in the form of 17m or 17m plus or minus. That should prove now. For example, x is a number, any number raised to power 8. I want to show that this is in the form of 17m or 17m plus or minus 1 form. But its converse not true. Any number which is in the form of 17m or 17m plus or minus 1 should not in the form of x power 8. That is important. For example, 17 is taken, 17 is 17m form only. I can't say that 17 can be written as some x power 8. Understood? Means converse not true. Any number power 8 should have the form 17m or 17m plus or minus 1. But any number of the form 17m or 17m plus 1 you can't write in the form of x power 8. Okay. Okay, Ranan. So you need to identify the relation between 8 and 17. 8 and 17. 16 you want, 16. Let's say let x be a number, x be a natural number. Any number, any natural number. So I want to compare with 17. I want to compare x and 17. X may be co-prime to 17 or x is a multiple of 17. Only two things happen because 17 is a prime number. Students, listen on 17 is a prime number. Take any natural number. Either that natural number is co-prime with 17 or it may be 17 multiple. Obviously, I will show you through example 2. For example, take 2 prime number. Take any natural number. You wish any natural number. You take 8. So that is in the form of 2 into 4. You wish any natural number. 11. These two are co-primes. Take 15. These two are co-primes. Take 16. 2 into something form. What is the meaning of that? Take any natural number. Either the natural is of the form of 2 into something or that number and 2 are co-primes. Obviously. Because what is the reason? 2 is a prime number. 2 is a prime number. That is the reason. 2 is a prime number. No? That's why take any natural number. The natural number is maybe multiple of 2 or co-prime with 2 only. Okay. Understood? You take 5 Nana, a prime number 5. Take any natural, your wish any natural 11. 11 5 are co-prime. Take 10. 10 and 5 are not co-prime but 10 is a multiple of 5. What I am saying that if x is a prime number, take any natural number. This natural number either a multiple of x or co-prime to x. That's all. Yeah. Compare x with 17. Why with 17? Why can't you compare with 7? Why can't we compare 11? So the problem is saying that we want to prove that a for any number of 17 m or 17 m plus r. That's why I am comparing x with 17. Compare x with 17. Then two cases will arise. Case 1. What? X is a multiple of 17. Case 2. X and 17 are co-prime. Or I can write here x and 17 are not co-prime. So directly I can write now use of writing x a multiple of 17. Only two things happen. Very, very important model, Nana. X, 17 are not co-prime. Okay, again I went to case 1. What is the case 1? X, 17 are not co-prime. Yes, 17 is a prime number, therefore x must a multiple of 17 is not a multiple and x and this number are not co-prime. Don't think that x is always multiple of that number. I will show you. For example, 8 is taken. A number is taken, for example, some x. X and 8 are not co-primes means don't think that x is a multiple of 8. Not correct that one. I can take here the number 7 I can take. 7, okay, I can take 4. 4 is not a multiple of 8, no? 8 is a multiple of 4. 4 is not a multiple of 8. Okay, these two not, the GCD is not 1. They are not co-prime even though this number is not a multiple of 8 because 8 is not a prime number. Here what happened? 17 is a prime number and these two are not co-primes means x should of the form 17 into something only. Multiple of 17. Therefore x equal to 17 m. M belongs to z. So I got in this case x is in the form of 17 m. Case 2 I will take. Case 2. What? X, 17 are co-primes. Now I can use Euler theorem or Fermat theorem, whatever it may be. Now I can say that Fermat theorem directly. So from Fermat Little theorem, or you can use directly Euler. No, Euler is part of Fermat only, no problem. Sorry, Fermat is the particular case of Euler theorem. Directly I can write x power 17 minus 1 congruent to 1 modulo 17. X power 16 congruent to 1 modulo 17. X power 16 minus 1 congruent to 0 modulo 17. What is the meaning of that? X power 16 minus 1 is a multiple of 17. X power 8 plus 1 into x power 8 minus 1 I can write. This is a multiple of 17. Okay, so I will write again that step. X power 8 plus 1 into x power 8 minus 1 is a multiple of 17. If 17 is a prime number, that means a into b equal to a multiple of 17 means either a is a multiple of 17 or b is a multiple of 17. Both should be a multiple of 17. Okay, because 17 is a prime number. Okay, what I can write? X power 8 plus 1 equal to 17 some k1 or x power 8 minus 1 equal to 17 it's some k2. What the meaning of that? X power 8 equal to 17 k1 minus 1 or x power 8 equal to 17 k2 plus 1. Means multiple of 17 minus 1 or multiple of 17 plus 1. Therefore, x power 8 is of the form 17 m plus or minus 1 I can write. This is we got from case 2. From case 1 we got that x is of the form 17 m only. So I can write from case 1 and 2 we can conclude eighth power of any natural number yes what I wrote wrong spelling natural number is of the form 17m or 17m plus or minus 1. Very important model. Very important model. Okay. Same. Sometimes this is also called Fermat theorem only. Sometimes this theorem also called Fermat theorem only. What is Fermat-Little theorem or clear mention? Fermat-Little theorem. So this is just a part of that one only. Fermat theorem, I can say sometimes. So what we should prove, Nana? P is a prime number. P is prime. And n is any natural number. By using this, you want to prove this, Nana. What should prove? N power p is congruent to n modulo p. Means n power p divided by p should use remainder as n, or n power p minus n is congruent to 0 modulo m. Like that, you can give several conclusions. Okay. Now compare p and n. Two cases will arise. Case 1. What? P and n are not co-prime. Case 2. P and n are co-prime. Obviously, no? Obviously. So I am taking case 1 that p comma n are not co-prime. Here p is a prime, no? P and are not a co-prime. P is a prime number. N must be a multiple of p only. So n must a multiple of p. That is n equal to some p k. I can write p into some k1. This is result number 1. Okay. Or another words, I will write another words and another page I will write. What I can say, n is congruent to 0 modulo p. Or n power p also congruent to 0 power p modulo p. No problem. So n power p is minus n also congruent to 0 modulo p. Reason is n is a multiple of p. N is a multiple of p to something, we have p to something, total divisible of p only. So what I can say, n power p congruent to n modulo. Now I can say this is result number 1. Case 2. What is the case? P comma n are not co-primes. Are co-primes. From Fermat-Little theorem, what is that? P is the prime. N power p minus 1 congruent to 1 modulo p. Or I can say from Euler theorem, n power pi of p is congruent to 1 modulo p. Pi of p minus 1. Okay. Or n into n power p minus 1 congruent to 1 into n modulo p. Or n power p is congruent to n modulo p. From 1 and 2 we got same result. From 1 and 2 we got same result. What is the meaning of that? If n is a prime number, or p is a prime number and n is natural number, then n power p is congruent to n modulo. That I will write last. From case 1 and 2, we can conclude if p is a prime and n is a natural number, then n of p is always congruent to n modulo. And students, here one example problem is given. The sum of the greatest integer lesser than or equal to x and least integer greater than or equal to x is 5. For example, here 1, 2, 3, real number is taken. This real number is taken. The real number lies between 1 and 2. The integer which is just less than that real number is 1, just greater than the real number is 2, the addition is 3. But what that addition is 5, such a way that you want to find that real number, such a way that you want to find a range of the real number. X is there, immediate integral values of that is step x only. Step x only this one. What is saying that step x plus immediately higher that number, step x plus 1. Step x plus 1. What is saying that step x plus 1 should be equal to 5. What is the range of x? That is the problem. Once again I will explain. Listen students, important question, no? This is number line. These are integers. Some integer n1 I say, n2 I can say, n3 I can say. Take any real number somewhere here, for example this real number. What is the greatest integer of this real number means I can say n1 only. Least integer means I can say n2 only. Okay. So n1 plus n2 equal to 5, then what is the value of this real number? That is the problem. If I take the real number as x, I will explain for you please. Let x be the required real number. So yeah, I will show you a number line. here somewhere x. What is this? Step x only. What is this? Step x plus 1 only. No? Obviously, given step x plus 1 equal to 5. 2 times of step x equal to 4. Step x equal to 2. Now you want to solve this. What values of x this happens? Step x equal to 2, Nana. X equal to 2 or 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.999 also 2 only. So what I can say? X belongs to close to open 3. Therefore, 2 lesser than or equal to x less than 3. This is the required x value. Now I want to see the options. So which option satisfies? Yeah, option 3 satisfying. So I can say the 3 is the answer for this. Next problem. Interesting problem. Objective type problem. Objective type. 5x plus 11y is a prime number for some natural numbers x and y. Then what is the minimum value of x plus? Given 5x plus 11y is a prime and x comma y are natural numbers. We want to find their least possible x plus. Now I will give the answer by using options. Option 1 is 2, no? That means what, Nana? X function should 1 and y function should 1. The addition is 2, no? What is the addition is 2 means what? Required x plus y is 2 means what, Nana? X and y function should 1 only. In this case, 5x plus 11y equal to 5 plus 11 that equal to 16, not a prime. Not a prime. What is the meaning of that? X and y, x plus y value not equal to 2. Second option. X plus y equal to 3. What are the possible x values? This is 1, this is 2, or this is 2, this is 1. Two things happen. So implies, so instead of x you write 1, Nana, you got 5 plus 22, that is 27, not a prime, NP I will write. So 2 and 1, 2 means 10 plus 11, that's 21, not a prime. What is the meaning of that? Option 2 also not correct. Option 1 is not correct. Option 2 also not correct. So if we take option 3, means that x plus y equal to 4. What are the possible? 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2. These are the possibilities. If x is 1, 3, what happens to the number 5 plus 33, 38, not a prime number. Okay, 3, 1. 3 means 15 plus 11, 26, which is not a prime. 2, 10 plus 22, that is 32, not a prime. What is the meaning of the option 3 also not correct? No, I want to take option 4. I want to erase these things down here. So I am taking option 4. X plus y equal to 5. What are the possibilities? 1, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6. These are the possibilities. In this case, 1, 5 case, yeah, 5 plus 55, that equals 60, not a prime. Implies, students, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 5 is 25 plus 11, that is 36, not a prime. 2, 3, 2 means 10 plus 33, 10 plus 33, 43 is a prime number. Okay, 3, 2, 3 means 15 plus 22, that is 7, 47 is a prime number. What is the meaning of that, Nana? The possible least value of x plus y is 5. I can say x plus y equal to 5. That is the least value.